So how have you been? It's been 6 months. What's new? What's exciting? Good, good. Everything's gone. Alright, so. Patient presents with a class 1 occlusion. Get a little suction in there. Overbite is 30%. Overjet is 3 millimeters. TMJ, let's check that. Open big for me, Nico. I have an overbite? Oh. Good close, no clicking. Patient has a convex profile. 20 is slightly rotated labially. The anteriors have prominent mamelon. Wait, what? Bicuspids can optionally be sealed. And interproximals have tight contact. Alright, everything looks good. See you in 6 months. Coming up. Hi guys, it's Nico, and this video is your first dental vocab lesson. And of course, I couldn't do this video without my co-star. Alright, so let's learn the basics. In the mouth, you have the upper row and the lower row of teeth. The upper row is called the maxillary. The lower row is called the mandibular. Okay? And every single tooth has a name. Alright? If it's a permanent tooth, meaning if it's an adult tooth, it has a number. So starting with your upper right, that's number 1. Okay? So the upper right, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got 8, you've got 9, all the way around to 16. This is assuming that you have 32 teeth. Okay, that means you have your wisdom teeth, you don't have any congenitally missing teeth, extra teeth, anything like that. Okay, so if you have wisdom teeth that are beneath the gums or that were extracted a long time ago, then you would start off with obviously number 2. Okay, and the same goes for baby teeth, except the difference is instead of numbers, they are named with the alphabet. Babies initially are at the average age of 2 have 20 teeth. Okay, and so it's A through J on the top row, pretending to baby teeth. So A through J on the top row, K through T on the bottom row. Okay, so 1 to 16, 17 to 32. Okay? Now also you'll find that the teeth will be divided into what we call quadrants. Okay? Or division of 4. So here we go. So this would be halved, 1 half, 2 halves if you divide the half, and it's also divided this way. So here's your quads. Okay, so the quadrants go as following. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so if I say the upper right quadrant, then that would mean teeth 1 through 8 would be in that quadrant. If I say, okay, the lower left quadrant, then you have numbers 24 through 17. Alright, you still with me still? Okay, so here we go. From the canines, which are the sharp vampire teeth for some, okay? From the canines and forward, those are called your anterior teeth. So from here forward, same on the bottom, and forward, those are your anterior. Or from the tooth behind the canine and back, that's your posterior. Okay? Posterior, I think back. Same size. Okay? So you have the anterior, your bicuspids, where am I? Your bicuspids are the teeth that are in front of the molars. And then behind the bicuspids are the molars. Okay? And just to confuse you some more, another word for bicuspids are premolars. Okay? Each individual tooth has 5 surfaces. So if the dentist says you have a 2-surface filling, it's going to be 2 out of 5. Now, to break it down for ya, in hygiene school, we did practice putting fillings in, even though we don't do that in the real world. But anyway, so this is the one filling I did in hygiene school. And this one is considered a 2-surface filling. Can you see that? Now, the surfaces are the chewing surfaces. Okay? Now, if you're from the premolars and back, that chewing surface is called an occlusal. If you're from the canine to canine area, that chewing surface is called the incisors. Okay, so that's all one surface. And if it's in between the tooth, but it's towards the front of the mouth, isn't that boring, you guys? If it's in between the tooth, but towards the front of the mouth, that's your mesial surface. If it is in between the other side of a tooth, but it's in the back, towards the back, is called the distal. Okay, so distal, think distance from the front. If it is on the tongue side, it is now your linguals. Think lingua. Your tongue side. Okay? Now, if it's from premolar to the molar, that is your buccals, the cheek side. But if it's from canine to canine in the front, that is where your lips are. So it is your labial. I like that word. Your labia. Okay, so now, back to the filling that I did. It's on the chewing surface of a posterior. It is an occlusal mesial, because it's in between here. You can't really get a good glimpse of that, but it is in between, and the surface closest to the front. So an occlusal mesial, or mesial occlusal. Okay? Are you with me? I hope. In the front teeth, the incisors, canine to canine, are good for biting into and for shearing, things like that. The posterior chewing surface are for chewing, grinding down, breaking down the food. Another word for a cavity is caries. So if they say so-and-so presents with 4 caries, 3 on the occlusal surfaces and 1 on the buccal. Any area in between your teeth is an interproximal. Okay? Interproximal. So interproximal caries are cavities in between the teeth. Okay? Alright, I'm exhausted. Let's have a break. Alright, so that wasn't my highest, but come see my highest. Look at this. 355? Yeah, come see me. 2 surfaces. Do you remember what they are? In between the teeth? If a professional basketball player got elbowed during a foul and knocked out their front right tooth because they weren't wearing a mouth guard, name that tooth. Front right. This one. Which one is that? Okay guys, so that's it for my dental vocabulary lesson. I hope you learned lots. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave the comments. Bye bye!